I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kudash, double honors. Goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? And today I'm going to go, and this is Shabai from the GMS, the Denver camp. And I'm going to go in on Genesis 9 through the Spirit. All right. So it says, and the Most High blessed Noah and his sons and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. All right. And this is right after when they came out the ark after the flood. Right. So Yahweh commanded them to be fruitful and multiply. Okay. So that's Jake for you. You know, we're like the most fruitful, multiplying people on the planet Earth are the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans. Just look around you. Look at Babylon, America. We have our numbers, outnumber the heathen. Verse 2. And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered. And so, really, animals. Yeah, people get killed by animals and stuff, but usually it's because the animal's frightful, they're stunned or scared, right? So the animals are they're afraid of people. Verse 3, it says, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things. Right, so meat is like just something to eat, right? Even if it's green herb, considered meat. So like a salad, that would be considered meat, anything you can eat. And also the animals, we do have a law on what we can eat and what we can't eat, right? That's in Leviticus where it's laid out. But verse 4, it says, but flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. Right, so you're not supposed to eat things that are still alive, like animals do that, that's a beast-like thing to do. And really, you shouldn't even eat the blood. Like when you cook a steak and whatnot, you should make sure you cook that steak well done. You don't want no blood up in there. And surely your blood of your lives will I require, at the hand of every beast will I require it, and at the hand of man, and at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. So yeah, we can eat the beasts, but guess what? They could also eat us too. So that's that balance, right, with Yahweh. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed, for in the image of the Most High made he man. And you, be ye fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply therein. And the Most High spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, and behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you. Right. So the covenant was originated with Noah, but we also know that, it's through the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. And with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark to every beast of the earth. And I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood, neither shall there any more be a flood to destroy the earth. Right. So that's how we know that the Lord's not going to end this world this time with water like he did in the past. And he's a Lord of balance. He's going to do it with fire, and more specifically nuclear fire, and also concentrated chariot fire coming out of those what you call UFOs. That's going to be all destruction in the day of wrath. Let's get Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Right, so he ended the earth with a flood, and then he's going to end it with a fire, a consuming fire. That's why we know the scriptures are faithful and true, because we know that this place is going to be burned by nuclear fire. In Genesis 9 and verse 12, it says, is that where I'm at? Verse 12? Oh yeah, in verse 12. And the Most High said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. Right, so the rainbow is a covenant. It's a reminder of the covenant and the token that Yahweh has given us to know that he's not going to flood the earth again. All right. Verse 14, and it shall come to pass when I bring a cloud over the earth that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. Right. When it rains, you see those rainbows. And what is this wicked place turns the rainbow into symbol of gay pride. You know, that's how he shows you this is wickedness. Well, a lot of people now in this generation, when they see rainbows, they associate that with homosexuality instead of what its true meaning is and what the true covenant is. It's a token from Yahweh, that he's not going to flood the earth. But this place is so ass backwards that you have this generation, when they see rainbows, they think of homosexuals. All right, verse 15. And I will remember, or you can call them the happy people. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. So we know it's a balance with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? It's going to be that fire. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, and that I may remember the everlasting covenant between the Most High and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, this is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth out of the ark were Shem and Ham and Japheth. And Ham is the father of Canaan. And Ham is the cursed brother, he's the progenitor of the Hamites, or aka Canaanites. What you call today a lot of those so-called Africans who are not of descendants of Shem, which Shem was the progenitor of the Israelites. All right. It says, these are the three sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread. And Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard, and he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. So he got drunk, Noah got drunk, and he was inside his tent naked. He passed out naked, right? Some of us had done that. Verse 22, and Ham, father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren without. Right, so Ham, he saw Noah naked, and he could have covered him, but instead he wanted to be like a homo, or gay, acting gay, and wanted to see his father Noah's dick. He wanted to see his junk. Verse 23, and Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. So they walked in, and when they knew he was naked, they turned around and they walked backwards and covered Noah with with the blanket, with the garment. But Ham, he was over there. He didn't turn around. He wanted to see his dad's dick. He had that homosexual spirit. So you really got a lot of, not only do the homosexuals stem from Esau, Edom, the so-called white men, but also Ham, all right? The Hamites, the so-called blacks, so-called Africans, I should say, because you have so-called blacks who are seeds of Shem, which are the Israelites, and the white man, the so-called white man, he likes to call it Sem. He calls it anti-Semitic, but if you're using that term properly, it would be anti-Shemitic. But anyway, the point I was making those Hamites, those so-called Africans that are in Africa, those are actually Hamites. But we know Israelites are scattered among all nations, among all people, and you have a high concentration in so-called Africa that are descendants of Shem, which are the Israelites. But you see, the homosexual, it goes back to Ham as well, not just Esau Edom. We know Esau Edom's a homo, right? You can even look in his militaries of his ancient civilizations. In his militaries, there was a lot of gays in their military during the Greeks and during the Romans, because their theology was that if you had a gay lover in the military, you would fight harder for your gay lover, right? Because that's how Esau thinks, like a fucking weirdo. All right, so this is so Ham, he would look at his father Noah naked. Meanwhile, Shem and Japheth covered their father with a garment, and they walked in the tent backwards so they wouldn't look at his nakedness. All right, and covered the nakedness of their father, and their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. Right, which that's righteous. You ain't supposed to see your dad's dick and balls. You know what I'm saying? That's wicked. I've had Edomites. I've been around Edomites. This one girl, this is the spirit of these Edomites, but she's like, oh yeah, my dad's seen me naked. I've seen all my family. Sometimes our family walks around naked because they're a bunch of weirdos, right? They got that spirit of Ham, that spirit of Esau. You're not supposed to be naked in front of your fucking family members and shit. Verse 24, and Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. So he knew. He knew. He's like, that motherfucker saw me naked. And he said, cursed be Canaan. A servant of servants shall be unto his brethren. So that's, he's a slave. He's a natural born slave, is the Canaanites, the Hamites. That's why, when Noah cursed him, that curse is still on to this day. That's why you have lots of poverty. It's lots of poor nations in Africa. That's why they got those commercials, where you could send a couple quarters to Africa, or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Sally Struthers used to be big on that shit. Because reason I remember, it makes me think of that cartoon South Park. They did a spoof on that, which Sally Struthers was, she was asking for money for the hungry kids in Africa, and in the cartoon, she was eating all the food and shit. But anyway, this is verse 26. And he said, blessed be Yahweh, the Most High of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. The Most High shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So Noah had a long life, right? And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died, right? So, that's that story of in Genesis 9, after the flood, basically that's the beginning of the age that would come after the flood, right? And you had brethren who were cursed, which were, they were brothers, but we don't consider Hamites our brothers now, right? This is not, that's a totally different people. That's a different tribe. They weren't the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? Because that's who our brethren is in these last days, is the Israelites, so the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But like I said, just wanted to go in some history in Genesis 9. So, I hope the lesson was edifying. But with that, I got to get back to the plantation. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kudash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom. Oh shit, I missed it.